Sandra Bullock, it's lovely to meet you. Back on our cinema screens this weekend in Miss Congeniality 2. Armed and fabulous. What is different for Gracie in this one, tell us?
She loses her mind. A little in a different way than she lost her mind the first way. A little bit of this, you know, what we carry over a little bit from the first one, just thematically and character-wise, but then we added some new characters and we added some fame to Gracie's life. Of course, you know, and had anyone done what she had done, you know, at the Miss USA pageant in front of the media cameras, of course, she'd be on talk shows the next day. So we sort of expounded on that idea.
And all the posters and stuff, we get to see her as a showgirl, very glam, you know, we've got some posters behind us here with loads of glitter and sequins and stuff on it. Is it nice to sort of get on screen and dress up like this?
No, not when it's as uncomfortable as the outfits that I was wearing, but as long as they're funny, that's all that matters. I mean, showgirl outfit in theme sounds sexy and entertaining, but there's a reason those women in Vegas walk the way they do, because those headdresses weigh anywhere from 30 to 60 pounds. And they have a neck brace. Those poor girls. They do not get paid enough.
Now, you also produced this movie as well, didn't that? Does that make it easier, or does that make it harder with this kind of thing?
Well, I produced the first one, so I didn't want anyone else's hands in the pot. And we, you know, we are a very close group. We work together a lot on the production end. So, yeah, I mean, things always go wrong. They didn't go wrong last time, but there's a sense of loyalty we have to a lot of things in this film that, you know, it's worth the stress. It is worth the stress, because we want to protect it and we want to execute the story and the tone the way that we think it should be executed.
Now, Sandra, everyone seems to be making a big thing about 40, you know, voted sexiest female, you know, in the 40s in one poll. Researchers say 40's the new 30. You know, people in their 40s.
Brown is the new black. Yeah, we knew that.
I mean, it's an age. Do you get fed up with people going, Sandra, look, 40?
The only people who make an issue out of it is the media. People like yourself.
Who's bringing it up now?
Exactly. It's like, I think it's just to sell. I think it's an easy number to print. I think the zeros are easier to print than another digit. I think it's all about selling. I think it's, you know, a mindset.
All right, we've got some listener questions in for you now. Here we go, one here. You're possibly one of the busiest women in Hollywood, both on and off screen. How do you juggle everything? Do you get much time off?
You know, I love to work, and I sort of had to figure out whether my work was an addiction or if it was actually just an innate part of who I am. I just love to be active. I mean, if I'm not in front of something, I love producing and watching other artists excel and you know, blow me away and impress me and inspire me. I just like being a part of artists and creative people. I mean, I was raised that way. So, but yeah, I mean, I make time. I work hard, but I've now learned to take my weekends very seriously and make that my time.
You mentioned you're raised that way. Your mother, you know, was a famous German opera singer. We got another question here from someone. I believe you wrote and performed your own song, "Heaven Knocking on My Door." They've asked you to sing us a bit. Can you remember this?
Dear God, the great thing about that song is that it had to be a bad song, and they were hiring good writers to write a metaphorically bad song. I said, stop it. Give it to me. I'm not a songwriter. And I will never sing again unless it's poorly on anything. So I'm not about to do it on your radio program.
All right, another one here. You've starred alongside some of the hottest men in Hollywood. Who would you put top of the tree and why?
I'd never put anyone on the top of the tree. No one's alike. But how lucky am I? I mean, I'd never think about it until someone brings it up, and I go, you know what? That is a pretty great roster.
Getting to kiss Keanu Reeves, it springs to mind for one thing.
For you?
Well, no, not for me. Come on. For all the ladies.
I know. There's been a lot of extraordinary men. There's different men for different ladies. Not everyone has the same taste, and they're all extraordinary.
All right, we've got this image of, here's another one here, we've got this image of actors and actresses watching what they eat, but you seem to kind of go against the grain, you know, you're, in a way, well, no.
A little beefier than the rest of them.
No, I'm not saying, well, it's nothing wrong with being a curvaceous lady, but you seem to kind of say, right, to hell with being so strict with what you eat, I guess.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between being healthy and being, you know, doing it for a visual effect. When I know I have a job coming up, I go to the gym more often, and I'm more conscious about it. But, you know, when the job stops, so does the frequency to the gymnasium. I love to eat. I love to sit down with friends. I love to cook. I love all that stuff. And that's part of my life. So, and also, I'm never going to be a tiny little model. I mean, I wished I was, but, you know, once I say that, I go, really, why? Why would one want to be that? Because clothes look better, but you know what? Sweatpants stretch, and they can be belted and sequined as well. So I'm a firm believer in making the sweatsuit evening wear. Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. I think that should be one that we could.
I think we need to talk about that.
Yeah,
I think we need to take that to Milan on the runway. The belted sweatsuit.
All right, Sandra, it's been fantastic talking to you. We're out of time, sadly. Miss Congeniality 2, it's out this weekend. And thanks a lot indeed again for talking to us.
Thanks for having me. Thanks.